N.D.A. non-disclosure agreement. Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins. Yes, my name is Johnny Williams, JOHNNYWILLIAMS, 144-58-00 and or 0062. Everything I do is a non-disclosure agreement to the noun. Not giving you any dictionaries of this, singular and or plural. This is religion. My words and my actions are not my bonds. Yesterday, today, tomorrow, whenever, especially nouns, persons, places, animals, things. Holy cross, holy water, holy Bible, here active today, now, and later. I'm talking to you about Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. My goal is to own the Twin Tower skyscraper buildings that I want to buy, and put them there at the Twin Towers, Flushing Meadows, Corona Park area, because my goal is to have a landfill me up there where food is the number one priority to give to the people, then shelter and clothes. In other words, not a business building or business Twin Towers, but public Twin Tower building for the people to constantly be going in and out of these buildings to get food and clothes and bathrooms and shelters for them to constantly receive, so that they can actually have something while waiting for an opportunity in life in the area where they live, and constantly be receiving instead of constantly be waiting with empty pockets and burdens to bear and waiting to be giving money to a casino. I say no to the casino in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, because my goal is better than yours. The people receiving is far more better than the people gambling. The people receiving food is far more better than the people gambling. The people receiving shelter and warmth in winter, spring, summer, fall is far more better than the people gambling and giving away what they have. I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, I'm gonna talk to you about the marijuana is legal, public license. I want that added there. The cans of the beers to get recycled, I want that added there. The bottles of the vodka and the alcohol, I want that added there. What else? The cardboards of the cigars and cigarettes, I want that added there. All that is legal. I know a lot of you out there, especially in New York City, are looking to be fed food. But don't tell me you don't miss a good wine or a good champagne or a good cigarette, Marlboro, or good cigars. I can't say no names. And a few other things there. You should look up Don Donato cigars. But that's me talking. Anyways, the goal is when you watch the movie, what's that movie? It's not a casino movie. It's a movie about a gangster that's from Cuba, and he ended up in a place that looked like an empty parking lot, and they will live there. Now you know they have a history with the military having other places recently of where they will live there. You can do that there at the Flushing Meadows Corona with the reverse recycling machine, so that they can live there. Tony Montana. I don't know the rest of the title, but it's called Tony Montana. So the guy's name is Tony Montana, where he was living there and constantly being fed, constantly having bathroom, and constantly having a bed. And you can build up the money while the people are being fed and everything, for internship to make the building exist. Well, to make the building and the basement and the building exist, it's a twin tower building. The basement consists of a big, gigantor area for the train. to be moving around. And then you could have the train going down the BQE and 495 on the highway and in the tunnel, holding cars too, and tractor trailers for the cheap rate. But again, Lackawanna, everything I'm saying and doing is N.D.A, non-disclosure agreement. My Johnny Williams 144-58-0006 or 0062 company that I'm not looking for partnerships or to give it to anybody. I'm not giving none of these ideas to anybody. I'm doing it with the Holy Cross, and it's the Holy Cross direction. I have promised land. Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins, train tracks and all saying it works, and it belongs to Johnny Williams 144-58-000062. So like I want a train, ship, motorcycles, cars, these companies that transport. I'm not looking for business partners, and I'm looking to do the whole thing for myself. All the buildings are mine, and I will not be cheated because I'm doing it with the Holy Cross direction. And I'm not looking to charge people a lot of money. These reverse recycling machines are machines that I'm looking to have these cans and these bottles filled with food for the people. Once it's filled with food for the people, that's going to get emptied out so that the people can eat. Again, Neighbors, that company, Neighbors something, Neighbors that did it for 40 years. They did it for 40 years. And I couldn't believe Neighbors together. It's a religion that's not anything like mine at all. But I'm trying to get in that same place. If I get that reverse recycling machine, and I get the Coca-Cola bottling company, and I get the Chef Boyardee canning company, Chef Boyardee company itself, to give me those Chef Boyardee cans filled with food for the pallets that I asked for, cheap, 35 cans per case, per the pallets, a certain amount of tiers per pallet, maybe 6 foot high, or maybe more, I don't know. Constantly delivering good loads of food to this location where Neighbors.
Local organizations are still waiting on the funds, which is money they've already spent. Takes on this Grace Gomez.
It's not about just someone being homeless. Everyone has a different story.
Empress Lyris recently lost both her mother and grandmother.
Neighbors together. To get these things, to get the recycling going. But I want you to understand, I keep telling you, the reverse recycling machine. The machine has to be strong enough, extra credit weights, reinforced, to crush these Chef Boyardee cans that are constantly made strong. Don't ever make them weak, ever. Keep them strong like that, so that they can get recycled to be taken to the landfill the way I, Mr. Johnny Williams, is 144-58-000062 is trying to make it. Again, this is a non-disclosure agreement. The direction of the Holy Cross. Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins. 13-star, 50-star alphabetical order. Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins. Holy Cross, sorry me for bad. And to get these places going. This place was open for 40 years. For 40 years. I'm also trying to do something at St. Lucy's, where they've been open up for a few more years than 40. In Jersey City or Hoboken City, New Jersey, something like that. So, when you guys understand me and what I'm trying to do, especially at Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, because that parking lot is a big parking lot. You set up the landfill me up at Flushing Meadows Corona Park with the correct breakdown. The military knows it. The military has experience. The military, the government, and a lot of people know how to do it with the landfill, the reverse recycling machine. They know how to do it. My name is Johnny Williams, JOHNNYWILLIAMS, 144-58-00 and or 0062, 144-58-0062. America Bank, the America Bank, M&T Bank, the government, or you got my name and social security number. Do everything under my name to get the Twin Tower building going, because I'm telling you, the landfill me up is gonna make money. It's gonna make money. I'm gonna be making millions of dollars within 6 months. I'll have multi millions of dollars already. By the end of 2 months, I'll probably have a few million, and that is to be used to make a Twin Tower building. You remember those Twin Tower buildings, those Twin Towers? A building like that, correctly reinforced, just like in numbers match, but bricks on the outside. Bricks, cement blocks, those on the outside, you got the metal looking stuff, the metal on the outside, then you put those compressed cement blocks on the outside, and then the bricks. Imagine at Flushing Meadows Corona Park, an entire Twin Towers building there. Mind you, I want to put the satellites back too. The old satellites, I want to put them back, especially at the rooftop at the Twin Towers. Having the satellites back in outer space and in the Twin Towers, at the roof of the Twin Towers. Could you imagine that old frequency back? But that's just me. And I'm telling you, it will not take long to start digging to get that basement the way I want to get it, with the train station. Bus terminal, train station, Twin Tower. And all that place is a place that gives you food. Constantly giving you food, clothes, welfare, motor vehicles, social security there. Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. I don't know what else to tell you. But it's constant problems, constant. To have the reverse recycling machine, I think the government should support me and put it into effect. I really believe the government should put it into effect. So, a lot of people telling you in the news, they're hungry, they're looking to be fed, they're looking to take care of a lot of things. I think it'll help. Okay? Holy hallelujah, forgive me for sins.